they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you go. And I gang, and I gang, on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you go.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
9 yards on the play and a first down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery has been set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible 1st-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs. And I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Howell. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here. It's the tackle made at the 9.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Howell. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drop in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Goff linking up with Chark for a Lions first down.
Loaded with talent. DJ Chark hasn't been able to stay on the field to replicate a Pro Bowl season from 2019. Detroit gave him a big one-year prove-it deal to see if he can recapture that form. And he comes through here with a first down catch.
Goff a handoff here to Swift to the 43, second down. The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff. This is caught. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
from 13 yards out.
And the Lions are able to move back in front.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At their 25-yard line.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman in Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Howell, throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Once more, Gibson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
And Howe will throw it.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will knot us up at 10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the the first half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down here.
And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Powell, another throw on 2nd down. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Another throw for Howell.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
It's Howell with another throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 7,
Howell will dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Gone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Second down, Howell now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Howell down to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now gone. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Howell. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Washington on third down.
They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19.
Third and long, here's Howell.
Thomas brings it in.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
A handoff for Gibson.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception. Reception return for a Lions touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Badgley able to punch this one through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Howell.
His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing here, Howell.
Taken down. Back at his own 7.
Aiden Hutchinson
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gibson again.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.